Hey guys, what is up? Doc Storm here with you again today. So today I'm going to continue with the 4K deck series. Now guys, keep in mind this 4K deck series is meant for you if you're at Legendary Arena or almost to Legendary Arena to push higher and higher up to the 4K region. So I'm just going to share with you decks every week, showing you decks that work in the 3K to 4K and beyond region. So hopefully this will help give you more decks to play with for fun or even to push higher. So whatever is up to you. So today I want to show you a clan members deck because as you guys know, I don't have all the cards and also there's a lot of other good players with good decks. So I'm going to show you these decks here. So today I'm going to show you one of my clan members deck, General Carl. General Carl, as you can see here, runs a very fancy deck. He has a lightning spell, ice wizard, zap, ice spirit, skeleton army, hog, musketeer, and the log. Now you can see his cards aren't too high level, but he is very high up there. Let's take a look. General Carl, look at him. He's at 4023 and his all-time high is 4088, and with this deck right here. So why don't we take a look at a replay and let's talk a bit about it. So General Carl plays quite defensive with this deck that he has here, and you will see during his gameplay here. He's facing a miner deck. Now for some reason these decks have become more and more popular, these miner and spawn type decks, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but it seems like decks nowadays like to pair you up with similar decks. Supercell likes to do that. So if you play a lightning spell, most likely you'll face another deck that has a lightning spell. You play a log, most likely you're playing against a deck with a log as well. I guess it's just to keep the playing field a bit fair. But also I think because of this reason, they also sometimes pair you with your nemesis decks. So decks that counter you if you go on a winning streak. So I don't know, is that absolutely fair? Who knows? But that seems like the trend. I don't know, what do you guys think? So leave in the comments below. So let's take a look at here. You'll see again, General Carl plays it very safe. If it were up to me, maybe I would have used the lightning spell to kill the furnace and damage the tower a little bit. But General Carl opts to go a bit more defensive. He's using his ice wizard to counter the furnace, using the log to counter the princess. So as you can see, he's always going up in the elixir advantage right here. And then when he has the opportunity, he sends that hog in. Beautiful play by him. He gets 2 hits off. So when you're playing defensive decks, that's what you do. You just wait for a perfect opportunity and you chip your opponent away because it is early on in the game. So here it seems like both players are just waiting till each other make a mistake and capitalizing on that. But it seems like both of them are playing pretty consistently, pretty defensively right now. So you'll see in the beginning of this game, it turns off a bit slow, but I promised you guys the game amps up pretty quickly as it goes on. So good play with the Ice Wizard with the opponent there. Again, it kind of protects you from the lightning spell. I know he doesn't know that Carl has a lightning spell, but still a good play for the Ice Wizard in the corner there just in case, right? So again, leftover musketeer troop sends in the hog rider. Good defense with the log and the furnace, but again Carl was able to chip away at that tower again with 1 hit. So right now so far so good. Now one thing you have to be careful about chipping your opponent's tower is the opponent is playing a miner. Miners are excellent at chipping, even though they don't chip as much, but it's great. Now Carl, very smart move. He played the zap spell preemptively. That's what you have to do sometimes. If you want an advantage, you have to anticipate what your players use. He used the zap spell anticipating for the skeleton army, so that way the skeleton army was not able to do its full maximum damage to the hog rider. So sometimes that's what you have to do. You got to learn what your opponent does and you have to counter them in that way. So great play by the opponent with the lightning spell with the 3 targets. Huge advantage, and I'm pretty sure both opponents right now are thinking about the same thing. They need to do something quick because time is running out. They need to do a little bit more than playing defensive, and it's very common in decks that are defensive. They usually play it safe, learn the opponent's cards in the beginning, and then at the end that's when you really throw in your cards to get the win. So both opponents are doing that. Great play by Carl there, blocking the miner with the Ice Wizard, because at this point It could be anyone's game, so you really want to minimize the damage that you receive on your tower. So another lightning play looks really tough on Carl right now, but Carl is going to play something really smart here. He doesn't have anything to defend against air, so he plays his Hog Rider to detract the minions back. He lightnings for the defense and then finishes that tower off with 81 HP on the tower. So very good play with both opponents. Let's do a little bit of recap. So when you're playing with Carl's deck here, or any defensive deck, what you really want to do here is play defensively in the beginning. So if you look at Carl's deck here, Carl doesn't have a lot of hitters. He pretty much has his Hog, his Musketeer, and the Lightning spell. That's pretty much it. So what he has to do is try to get that Hog Rider into the tower, get some damage off, and then late game he has a Zap, he's got his Log, he's got the Lightning to do those last minute damage onto the tower. So that's why Carl plays it very defensively in the beginning. He tries to chip away as much damage as he can. He doesn't reveal the Lightning spell to the opponent. So as you can see, it definitely works for him in that respect. So good play on Carl. So that's pretty much the deck that I want to show you here. Now let's take a look at that deck again. So things that you can switch out on this deck, like myself, I don't have the Log, that's why I haven't tried Carl's deck here yet. But I mean, the Log is quite powerful at pushing units back, and that's the aspect of the Log that I think is the most important. So if you don't have the Log, it's kind of hard to switch out. One thing though good about this deck is, as you can see, he does run 2 legendaries, the Ice Wizard and the Log. But I mean, nowadays decks, it's hard to come by without running any legendaries. So if you guys have these cards, give it a try. As I want to emphasize, Carl doesn't have a lot of high level cards and he's doing very well for his trophy range. So guys, please give his deck a try if you're planning to push from legendary and onwards. So guys, again, Log, if you want to replace it, maybe arrows, but again, not that great because of the knockback effect. One thing I think you guys can play around with could be the Hurricane spell, because it does pull. So I mean, it is similar to the Log in respect to that, but it does cost 1 more. So that's pretty much it. So Ice Wizard, again, you could use the Princess, but again, Carl plays this very defensively, and the Ice Wizard is a little bit better on defense, especially with the Log buff. It can really kill the Princess. So guys, I hope you like this edition of the 4K deck series. Now, I think I have 2 previous decks already on the 4K deck series. So if you guys haven't checked that out, please check it out, because again, you know, if you're looking for decks to have fun, there's more decks for you to try out. And also, if you're looking for decks to play to push on and you don't have certain cards, well, we got a good variety of cards that are good variety of cards, good variety of decks that you can try out for you to push onwards. So guys, I hope you enjoy this 4K deck series episode with General Carl here. I just want to give him a big up for his deck and for his success. So guys, I will see you guys next time. Clash on!